Well, no one does high fashion on a low budget like Lilliana Vazquez. Fashionistas have looked to her blog for budget-friendly inspiration since 2008. And her new book, The Cheap Chica's Guide to Style, is sure to be your style Bible. She is here to share some tips on how to define your style and then own it, all while saving some cash. Welcome, Lilliana. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Oh, I'm so excited you're here. And y'all, I'm going to brag for a second. I got this book about a month ago before it hit the shelves, so I felt like I was getting like a secret weapon in advance.
Totally.
And that's what it is. It is full of secret tips that I can't believe you're sharing.
I know. Everyone keeps saying, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to do this. I'm like, well, I didn't do it because I'm going to be out of a job because everyone's going to know how I shop these off-price stores, retail stores online, because all of my best kept secrets are now spilled in this kind of Bible of budget fashion.
Lilliana, every time I see you, we saw each other yesterday, and she had on these amazing Valentino shoes, and I said, girl, I had to rearrange some car payments to get mine. And she goes, oh, I got and had like a story about how you scored amazing deals, and that's what this book is full of.
Yeah, so I'm a huge outlet shopper. I kind of have a motto, which is you never pay full price. People that pay full price are suckers, and I'm no sucker, and my mom didn't raise a sucker, right? Okay, so whether I'm shopping online outlets or in-person outlets, I'm always looking for the best deals. And in this book, there's a whole chapter about shopping outlets and what the difference is between a factory store and a regular full-line outlet. Okay. Some people don't understand.
What is the difference between a factory store and a
here's what's interesting. So factory stores are outlets like a Polo Ralph Lauren or an Ann Taylor where stuff is manufactured specifically for that store.
Okay.
So you're not getting a great deal because the quality is typically lower. They're not manufactured or designed by the same design team that is designing for Ralph Lauren.
But an outlet store,
a true outlet
store is when like things didn't sell at the real Neiman Marcus, so then they send it to Neiman Marcus Last Call.
Yes, but you also have to be careful with Neiman Marcus Last Call and Saks Off Fifth because the outlet business is so lucrative now that they are actually creating private label brands that are just being sold at their outlets.
Okay, so you have to be careful about that.
And here's the foolproof rule. If there's 10 of something on the rack at the outlet, it probably isn't as good of a deal as you think it is.
Right.
Because there should be 2, maybe 3, sometimes 1. And that's when you know you're getting a good deal.
Let's talk about some of these like warehouse sales because I've gone to some of these. Do you think that they're a steal? And I'm that sucker that's like, oh my God, I'll pay $100 to buy a ticket to go to these warehouse sales thinking that I might get something. Are they for real?
I think it depends. I think in New York there's some that are aggregated that are really nice, but I think that you're getting just as good of deals now on a Rue La La or a Gilt or an Haute Look. Okay. I think that you don't have to spend $100. I sometimes think save the $100 and wait for a really good sale on Rue La La. But if you're shopping those flash sale sites, I have one tip that has really been amazing and so valuable. When you're on that page, say you want to go into, let's just say Zara has a sale on Rue La La. So go to the bottom of the landing page, not the top, because the top above the fold is going to be saturated with tons of users. But if you scroll all the way to the bottom, nobody's on the bottom of the page. So if the traffic above the fold is, 100 clicks per minute, at the bottom of the page, it's going to be 2 clicks per minute. So you're going to have first dibs on sizes, colors, and then add it to your cart. Go straight to the bottom.
Really good idea.
It's kind of the online version of starting at the clearance rack. Does that make sense? So that's one of the tips, and there's so many more like that in the book.
Or I heard a tip once that if you go to a big sale at a department store, just go to the dressing rooms first and look through the go-back racks.
Yeah.
I did that last time I was at Target during Target for Phillip Lim. I went straight to the racks and found my sizes versus dishing through the front of the store.
Because if you're not the first 10 people in the store, you're getting whatever's left over. Those first 10 people probably
have already tried it on.
Oh, and you know how people shop Target with those big designer sales? They load up the cart with stuff that they would never wear in sizes they don't even know that they are, and then they leave it all in the fitting room.
Now, Thanksgiving, holidays, shopping, there's a lot of sales happening. What is your biggest tip for navigating through, let's say, Black Friday, Christmas sales, whatnot?
Well, I think it's make a budget and make a list. And I think that you really need to stick to your budget during the holidays. I think sometimes people get overwhelmed and excited, and they're like, well, I need to give here and I need to give that. But I am all about the under $25 gift. I think $25, remember, it's about the holiday spirit, not about what you're giving.
Right.
And presentation goes such a long way. So I will spend the money to wrap something really nicely, and gift wrap paper lasts for 6 or 7 gifts.
Yes.
So I will package it beautifully and try to personalize it. I think that helps as well. If you do like a really beautiful hang tag, people love that. And then you can take a pair of gloves that you bought and have them monogram, put them in a beautiful box, add a little bit of sparkle, and I think people really love that.
When I think you raised a really good point is to find something that, like, one of my favorite places to find gloves is at like Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and then you said put a personalized touch on it. Go and get it monogrammed. That costs what, $10?
$10, and you could do do it all at once. You literally bring your gift list there and then monogram all the initials, and all of a sudden, not only do they have a pair of gloves that they really like, but they're probably going to keep them because they're actually monogrammed, and they can't take them back.
Now, Lilliana, have you always been like a bargain shopper? Like, was it? You're from Texas, so do you? And we're from around the same area. So and I was raised that way. Do you think it's part of being from the South that like we're known to look for a deal? What do you think it is? Have you always been like this?
I think that Southern women love to shop, and we are all about quantity. And so I feel like I am always trying to stretch my dollar, and I feel like my mom was that way, and my grandmother was that way. So growing up, it was all about driving.
It was like in your blood.
It's in my blood. Growing up, we would drive to the outlets 30 minutes from our house just to score a deal.
Oh my gosh, we probably shopped so many Black Fridays
we were probably
together.
competing against each other.
Probably. I probably ripped several pairs of shoes out of your hands. Well, thank you for sending me a copy of your book. Thank you for being here, because this book, ladies, this is your new guide to style. It is your Bible. Trust me, you will want this on your hand while you're shopping for Christmas time. You guys, and if you want to find out where you can grab a copy of Lilliana's new book, just head to our website. That's thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links.